if you can't tell, which you probably can, let me tilt this down. Just wearing a Brian Urlacher jersey, no big deal. Number 54. And wearing the correct ones, not the Nike jerseys, which are awful. They look disgusting. I don't think I have enough pride right now. Hold on one second. There we go. Now that's better. So today, Brian Urlacher announced his retirement. He only played for the Bears, so that's really cool to be able to say that he was always a Chicago Bear. Although really he was not always a Chicago Bear because he spent the very end of his career just sitting at home, not doing anything, waiting for somebody to call. Nobody called, and he retired. Um, I think I need to read his statement for those of you who have not read it just yet. Let me get that up for you. After spending a lot of time this spring thinking about my NFL future, I have made a decision to retire. Although I could continue playing, I'm not sure I would bring a level of performance or passion that's up to my standards. When considering this, along with the fact that I could retire after a 13-year career wearing only one jersey for such a storied franchise, my decision became pretty clear. I want to thank all the people in my life that have helped me along the way. I miss my teammates, my coaches, and the great Bears fans. I'm proud to say that I gave all of you everything I had every time I took the field. I will miss this great game, but I leave with no regrets. Personally, I would hope that he regretted actually demanding more money and just saying, I'll go somewhere else. I don't need that contract you offered me. Um, for a guy who, is thanking the fans and talking about how he played all of his career for such a storied franchise, he's missing out on the fact where we offered him money and he said, no, I'm not going to do that for you. I'm not going to play for that money for the Chicago Bears. I'll go wherever, anywhere else. I'll play anywhere else. Unfortunately for Urlacher, there was no anywhere else. He said he could continue playing. My question is, continue playing for who? Who wanted you? Nobody wanted you. Nobody offered you any money. That's what it came down to. There was no reports of anybody having interest in you. Nobody giving you a contract offer. Nobody trying to negotiate with you except for the Chicago Bears. We were the only ones. We offered you what you were worth now at this point in your career, and you said, no, I don't want it. So you're going to come out and say, I can continue playing? Who? Who is going to take you? Are you going to come in, week 7 or week 8 when some team is depleted at linebacker because they're injured, they have a losing record, and they don't care, they just want one win? That's a joke. To say that you could have continued playing is just a slap in the face because you could have continued playing. You could have been our linebacker on first down and second down. Every single first down, second down, you could have played, and then we could have had one of our rookies, John Bostic, go in on third down and fourth down if needed. He could have gotten that experience, sat there and learned from you. You could have helped this storied franchise that you were such a strong part of, but no, you didn't want to do that. You didn't want to do that for the million-some dollars that we offered you. Here we go, I got it right here. It could have maxed out at $2 million, but it was a $1 million guarantee contract. You didn't want that. That wasn't good enough for you to come play for the city that you have been a part of for 13 years. The city that has that Monsters of the Midway. We put you up on the billboard. You, Briggs, Tillman. You guys are up on that big old billboard. And that's not good enough for you. You don't want to help this franchise out in the future because we didn't offer you enough money. You could have continued playing. Who? Who was going to take you? There was a rumor that Minnesota might be interested. Minnesota immediately shot that down because they weren't interested in you. Nobody was interested in you except for Chicago. Except for the one place that you spent 13 years at and that you get to retire with now. The unfortunate part is you'll probably get one of those one-day retirement contracts with no money where you just become a Bear, put that jersey back on, and retire. Which is a slap in the face to the fans who sat here hoping you would come back for the money that you're worth. which is that 1 million guaranteed, maybe 2 million. That's what you would have been worth. You didn't come back, slap in the face to the fans. You say that the Chicago Bears slapped you in the face? No. They offered you. They were the only people who offered you. Nobody else wanted you except for the Chicago Bears. And now you're going to come back here and try and pretend like you've been here all along. You only wanted to retire with the Bears. No, if you had it your way, you'd be down in Dallas. You'd be in Minnesota. You'd be over in San Francisco. You would be anywhere. You would probably even go up to Green Bay. I don't like it at all. As you can see, as I showed you earlier, I got my Urlacher jersey. I'm always going to have my Brian Urlacher proud. I love the guy, obviously. He did so many great things for the Chicago Bears. Got us to a Super Bowl. Even though Sexy Rexy was there to ruin it for everybody. You know, we miss you. We miss the time we had. But it's done. It's over. Just retire. Unfortunately, the money wasn't good enough for you to play. You could have continued playing for the Chicago Bears. You said no. This retirement, it's on you, but let's be real. You were forced out of the league. You didn't choose this.